Hey, so I know it's been a while since I've done a vlog. Well, I thought I should make one today because I wanted to share just a little bit about what I've been going through this not only body transformation. I mean, first off, let me say that I have about 14 pounds left to go to get to my goal weight. And I know that some of you see me and then you've told me like, oh, you don't need to lose any more, you're fine. And the thing is that I want to put out there, it's not necessarily about just accepting the way I am. It's more about, yes, accepting the way I am, but improving who I am. And basically, the body reflects the inside. And so this whole body transformation really is just a whole internal transformation. And I've been challenging myself, mind, body, and spirit. And, you know, on a spiritual path, for one, you know, often I find that people can hit a plateau when it comes to that. You know, they question about it, they wonder about it, then they just decide that it's it's not for them. But then we always come back to that quest. And that's what shows me is that our spiritual journey is always current. And once we look out into the world and we ask ourselves, what are we doing? What's our purpose? You know, that's when our spiritual journey really begins over and over again, right? So with that, I mean, as well as my mind, I've been challenging myself and trying to become better for myself, a better version of myself. Challenging my mind with reading material and just listening to different motivational speakers and or even just great philosophers of our time, you know, reading about them and or hearing editorial notes, things like that. I want to basically what I'm doing is I'm seeking for wisdom because all in all, everything I'm doing is for a purpose, and it took me a while to realize what it is that I wanted. And what I wanted or what I want is to create a foundation. And one day I just sat there and I looked at myself and have you ever heard of the quote, life is a stage, right? Shakespeare. And when I thought about that, I really sat back and I looked at my life as if it was a stage. I saw act one, act two, act three, just many different acts, you know, because my life is just, you know, full of it. And I recognize that one scene is just complete mess and another scene is just exquisite. And then another scene doesn't even make any sense at all. And I'm like, what am I doing? And that's where I'm at. It's on a reflection of myself. So I feel that for me, this transformation has been more about a lifestyle. I've been trying my best to fit into the lifestyle that I wanted yesterday, you know? And I really think about that. And I hope that one day I can inspire many. And if you're watching now, I hope that we can inspire each other. And I just wanted to make this vlog more about what's going on in an overall transformation. And it's more than the body. It's more than the body. So I think the body just looks good when you look good inside, you know? And I just want to look better. Meaning I want, like, inside the real part of me to be the best version of myself. That's really what it's about. So I'm gonna do another run, and for the body transformation part, and get that 14 pounds down. And you know, and I could imagine that there's just so many more challenges that are waiting around the corner for me. And these past couple of weeks have been very challenging indeed. And you know, I'm gonna make these vlogs and I'm gonna share these vlogs with you. I've been reading about 4 books at the same time, and I mean, that has been really, that's something way out of character for me. I mean, I grew up knowing that I had ADD, and that um, I even still notice that today. You know, I have to read a paragraph more than once or twice, you know, because my mind drifts and I start thinking about something or wanting to do something else, and it's about just remaining focused, and that is a big challenge for myself right there. Um, Even same thing with meditating, just trying to um, center myself. You know, it's same thing happens. So um, I'm gonna share that experience with you guys because I'm sure we all could relate to one another, right? So stay tuned. I'll announce more books that I've been reading. Like, you guys know that I've done Think and Grow Rich. Another one I'm reading right now is Emotional Intelligence 2.0. I found it very, very fascinating to really look at your emotions in a sort of like structure, you know, from day to day, what you do, how you do, and how do you handle a certain situation, whether it be with a family situation or friends or a relationship, or just at random, that some random people just decided to bring you into one day, and you want to be able to handle that situation. And for me, I recognize those times in my past where I've reacted rather than being proactive in the situation, and I desire so much to just be able to handle more with grace than with anything. I mean, and you know, anyway, I can go on. So with that, here's where I'm starting in my body transformation. Um, and yeah, stay tuned. Let's see how this goes, guys. Summer's right around the corner. I'm so excited to run on that beach in that bikini.